Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Today we're at Departure Bay on Vancouver Island, Nanaimo, Vancouver Island. And making this video to prove a point. Well, not just one, you know me, there's many points. Point on the top of my head. Anyway, you can see this beach. This is July long weekend. It's Canada Day tomorrow. And there's lots of tourism on Vancouver Island, but there's nobody here. That's not because nobody wants to come to the beach. It's just that there's not a lot of people in Nanaimo. It's not like China. If this is China, it would be full of people, like yanking people, I'm telling you. And another thing that you'll notice different than China is how clean it is here. Like literally, it's you could just reach down and pick things off the beach and eat them. It's so clean here, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Wei Fang and I were at Superstore. It's one of the stores here in yeah, Chinese don't like the sun, eh? Oh yes, I don't want to get dark. I want to stay as light as possible, so on a day where Gweilo is wearing a t-shirt, she's got her hoodie on, her sunglasses on, and yeah. So anyway, we were at Superstore the other day, and I noticed that they were selling oyster clams for $1.49 a piece. And I thought to myself, wow, how come you can buy a whole tin of smoked oysters for $1 and a fresh oyster is $1.49? Wonder where they get these fresh oysters from, I said to myself. And I was having some wine with Kat, a neighbor of mine, the other day, and she says, well, go down to Departure Bay and it's literally littered with oysters. And I thought, well, I've been to Nanaimo Bay and I've been to Yellow Point. I've been lots of places, and Departure Bay is right in the middle of the city, so you think that it would be picked clean. Now there's another difference between Canada and China. If there was a place that was beautiful, clean, like, look around me, beautiful, clean like this, a beach, pristine northern Canada. I gotta go around here, gonna get wet. If that was in China and there was oysters to be had everywhere along the beach, it'd be picked clean. Why? Because the Chinese are like that. They like to go out and get free stuff. They're frugal, yes, or thrifty. I heard that one on a video a couple weeks ago. They're not cheap, they're frugal, they're thrifty. Oh my God, you guys, give me a break. Anyway, so we came out here the other day, and I didn't have my camera, and just to check it out. And you know, because I'm back here with my camera, obviously we found something, right? Oh yes, we did. So let's just keep walking here, Wei Fang. I think let's go over in that area, and then we'll show you. See, we've gone Manila clam hunting, and we've gone crabbing, but we've never gone oystering. Oystering? Is that a word? It is now. I've created a new word. Anyway, so you just look down here, okay? I'm gonna show you something here.
And here?
Okay.
Everywhere.
This is an oyster. That's a rock.
Look, see?
This is an oyster, and you see these are living oysters. When the tide is out right now, but when but you look, there's like, look at this. Here's an oyster. Here's an oyster.
Here.
Here's an oyster. Here's an oyster.
Here.
All of these. Look at this. This is like an oyster bed. These are all live oysters. Each and every one of these is a live oyster. $1.49. $3.
Here. See?
$4.50. $6. You see, in Superstore, that's what it would cost you. But it's not just here. It's all all of this is oysters. It's oh yeah, and I looked at it and I said, well, that can't be. So yesterday I grabbed one off the beach and took it home and I shucked it. And yes, there was a little live oyster inside, and it wasn't little either. It was about
How big is that?
in there, it's about twice the size of your thumb for an oyster in there. So they're in good size, and you know, you smell them and they're good taste. Look at the sizes. The size of these oysters, like, think about it. You know, so if this was in China, they'd be gone. They'd be out here picking this. It would be the people running restaurants. Look at the size of that oyster. That's an amazing oyster, and I think I'm gonna ask. We're gonna do barbecue tonight. I got a big Yankin steak, so I think Wei Fong should put a couple of these in her pocket, and I'll shuck them and I'll barbecue them, and we'll show you what they look like from the beach to the barbecue. So Canada, you know, compared to China, there's some things that China could learn from Canada. Yes, I'm always saying, Canada, you can learn this from China, but when it comes to pristine cleanliness, and it doesn't get that way by neglecting it. It stays this way by if you want to go get oysters, you need a license. You want to get manila clams, you need a license. You want to go crabbing, you need a license. And along with that license is you can't take a whole bunch. There's a limit to how many clams, oysters, manila clams that you can take. And we have that for a reason, so you don't have people like in China where they'll come and they'll take it all. I want it all, you know, type thing. Here you can't do that because we've got what they call conservation officers, and if they catch you, they'll take your car away. They'll fine you big time, like the fines for taking without license or taking too much are pretty hefty fines. You see, you don't have that in China. You don't have the fishing license and the crab license and the shell fishing licenses, and you don't have limits, and that's why there's not a lot of you can't go to a beach and say Beihai or Fencheng Gong and just pick oysters up off the. Maybe you can, but not like this. Not a million oysters on one beach. It's one of those things. You know, I give Nanaimo a bad name sometimes, but you know, I've got a hate on for the thieves and the drug addicts. But for a place to live, you know, it's not that bad. It's beautiful. It's clean. The people, most of the people, I'd say, 95% of the people are hardworking, kind, courteous, polite. Yes, Canadians are polite. So. Yeah, Nanaimo is one of the places. We were thinking about selling our place and moving someplace else. Well, we might go buy another place someplace else, but we're going to keep our little condo here in Nanaimo because look around me. It's a beautiful place, and you know, as a Canadian, I feel lucky to be able to come to a place like this and pick oysters. I've got a couple of channels, one that's a Nanaimo Now channel, and I'll put the link below. And I, whenever I make a video about Nanaimo, in Nanaimo, I'll put it on that one too. But something like this is interesting to a lot of the Chinese viewers that I have. They want to see what it's like here in Canada. So not only am I making this for the local people or the Canadians that may want to come out to Nanaimo, tourists, whatever, or people that just live here that don't know, haven't been or haven't seen what Nanaimo has to offer, but also for the Chinese viewers that watch my Gweilo 60 page or channel. He's watching me. Seagulls. We've got rabbits, we've got deer, and we've got squirrels, and we've got Canada geese, and we've got ducks, and we've got, oh my God, Martha, we've got everything here. And all of it you can eat. Well, except for the seagulls. I don't think they taste very good. But you know, the ducks, the rabbits, the squirrel. You know, you guys from the southeastern United States know squirrel's pretty damn good. And so is rabbits too. Canada geese are great. Ducks are scrumptious. Oh yeah. And in Canada, because we are Canadians, we're sort of hunters. And yes, we do eat all of those things in Canada. So when people say, oh, that's a pretty little squirrel, say yes, and it tasted really good too. My wife incognito here with her stuff. Look at, she's picked four oysters, good sized oysters, and we're gonna take these home. We're gonna barbecue these puppies tonight, along with a big 1.5 inch, maybe even 2-inch thick rib steak. Oh yes, Gweilo 60 loves his steaks. Everybody knows that. And of course, we'll be getting some Sneaky Weasel beer before we go back. Sneaky Weasel guys, you haven't called me yet. I need Sneaky Weasel. The Balderdash Brewing Company in Vancouver needs Gweilo 60 to promote their beer. He's already doing it, but he should get some free beer for it. What do you guys? You guys should phone up Balderdash and say, hey, you know, you got a guy there that likes Sneaky Weasel beer, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he's promoting you already, so try to be nice to him. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, share, push that subscribe button. I've been sort of lacking in subscribers lately. Maybe it's my unbubbling personality, I don't know. Anyway, till next time, bye now. So this is what these guys look like inside. Okay, so these puppies are on the barbecue. Check this out. So you just cut up a little bit of garlic and stick it on the top, and then barbecue. These oysters are for Wei Fong because, yeah, I'm not big on that. This is for me. Oh yeah, that'll be better on the barbecue than oysters. But they're just about done. Okay, so we got these oysters cooked, and Wei Fong is going to try one for us because she'll eat anything. She's Chinese. Okay, okay, go for it. I go after that one. Here we go.
You put me in the video?
Yeah. Kweitze.
Hot.
You know Kweitze?
Yeah. Too hot.
She says too hot. She's talking about me. You know that, right, eh?
Wait a little bit, maybe.
Wait a little bit. Oh, and for those Sneaky Weasel people that haven't sponsored me yet, I am having another Sneaky Weasel. Oh, and I'm having Sneaky Weasel, and I'm having another Sneaky Weasel over there after this Sneaky Weasel's done. So here we go. We're watching Wei Fong eat the oyster that we got, or one of the oysters.
I don't know. Is it good?
See how?
Is it good?
Is it good?
You want to try?
See, it's good.